Join me for Taste Tahoe, where we will meet a local chef and he will share his tips with us.
Thanks, Anita. Steve's here from the Tahoe Chamber talking about the Downtown Carson Chamber Trek.
Correct.
The first thing I said to you was like, why are we promoting Carson? But in fact, we're really using Carson as an example for something we're trying to do up here.
That's exactly right, Todd. They had basically a U.S. highway going through their downtown, US 395. When the I-580 realignment around Carson was put in, they said we have a chance to do something special with our downtown to create a more pedestrian, bicycle-friendly atmosphere for our businesses. And they've done that, and it wasn't easy. Some lessons we could learn from how they went through the process. But it's a great story, and so as you said, we're going down on the 16th of July in the afternoon. We're taking a motor coach from State Line down to downtown Carson, having lunch at the Union, which is a great restaurant down there, and hearing from two Carson City leaders who basically lived through the process, who worked through the process. Shelley Aldine used to be a Board of Supervisors member in Carson City, still represents Carson on the TRPA board, and Lee Plemmel, who's their planner, runs their community development department. They were through the many years of the process, and they could talk about how they did it, and then we'll take a walking tour of the area, which is, if people have been to downtown Carson, it is really something different, something special, and that's the opportunity that we have with our Highway 50 project here on the South Shore.
And I know just as a Tahoe resident going down to Reno with the roundabout now, or whatever it's called down there in Carson that goes around, that it's cut off a tremendous amount of time. So if you're just trying to get around it too,
right,
it serves both. If you're just a commuter going past Carson, it seems good. And to me, it seems like we're trying to do a similar thing here in State Line area, and it would offer that same opportunity for people that are just passing through, which a lot of the time for us, even if you're visiting, you're going just through that corridor and it's slow, so it would allow people to go around. But what's the picture for that downtown area to be like, once it's completed?
Are you talking about for South Shore?
Yeah, for South Shore.
So there's currently a process underway called the Main Street Management Plan, so developing the exact vision that you're talking about and talking to the businesses that are fronting that corridor, which is basically from where Pioneer Trail intersection is now over to Lake Parkway intersection. So that whole corridor, the businesses, interested citizens, it's a public process designing what it's going to look like. And again, looking at what they've done in downtown Carson, where they have nice wayfinding signage that you could see as a pedestrian or a cyclist to say, I'm going here, where's the museum, where is this, where is that, and then you could walk down and see the sign. There's a little map, you are here, go there if that's where you're going. Those are the kinds of things that the Main Street Management Plan process is looking to design for South Lake Tahoe.
Well, you've been in this town 46 years.
Yes.
So I mean, you remember back like when things were getting kind of designed and planned in this community, certainly that area, it wasn't very well thought out. I think, in retrospect now, looking back.
So it was rather haphazard.
Right, and it was very built around the casinos with, not saying negative or positive, that was just the energy.
Correct.
And now we're much more of an outdoor community, so we're trying to adjust. Most of the businesses down there seem like they're in favor of this design?
Yes.
So what's the fear of the people that don't like it? Because to me it seems like a great idea. I feel like most people I talk to, but I know there's some resistance. What are they afraid of?
Well, I think change is number one. Number two, some people are suspicious of the motives of somebody that has a new idea. And so there's arguments, well, this is all about Nevada, this is all about the casinos, the resorts, and there's nothing in it for the city of South Lake Tahoe. Au contraire, there's a lot of benefits. In fact, most of the benefits, economically and otherwise, are going to be on the California side of the line. So there's arguments that are out there, certainly, but there is a relatively new website and a Facebook page and Instagram. It's called Tahoe High Road. So TahoeHighRoad.com is the Facebook page, and people can get information where they talk about, for instance, another argument is, well, I voted for Measure T. How come the road is still going forward? I didn't, as a resident of the city of South Lake Tahoe and a voter, I didn't get a chance to vote on this. How come is that? And some of these other things, well, won't this make traffic worse? So there's information on that site. There's videos that are on that site that really respond to a lot of these questions. And all we ask is that people have an open mind. And again, seeing the, coming with us on the truck, $50 if you're a chamber member, $75 if you're a non-member. You get the motor coach down and back, you get lunch, and you get the tour with the presentation from these two Carson City leaders. kilometers.
And see what it looks like when it's done properly.
Yeah.
Steve, appreciate you coming in.
Todd, great
from
to
the
see you.
Tahoe Chamber. It's coming up the 16th, the downtown Carson City Chamber Trek.
Right.
Take a look at your forecast when we return.